back to another video. So I have my May 2020 Nekroz deck profile. I did a deck profile last month. However, we didn't know what kind of meta we would be suiting into. But now that the meta has shaped up and we see Eldritch and an Emancipator as well as Salamangreat on the meta list as well, I'm thinking about changing a few cards in this build, as well as cutting a few things out. This deck has been going up in price recently, like with Bryonics and Secrets up to 30s now, but I think this deck overall is pretty cheap. So I do play some expensive cards, however they can be changed up. There are always other options if you want to go first or going second, but I just get into this deck profile. I just like this deck, it's really fun. 44 card main deck. So my monster lineup play 1 Unicorn. If it was at 3, I would be only playing 2 just because it's over cursive. However, I do like this card because it negates all the specials, pretty much the extra deck, and it gets all their effects. And I just like the utility of it because you can discard it, send it to the graveyard, and you can recur any Nekroz card from your graveyard to your hand. I play 3 Bryonic. The reason why I play 3 Bryonic is like it's a very big staple. You can discard it and then add any Nekroz monster to your hand, as well as when it's on the field, you get to shuffle 2 extra deck monsters back from the field to the hand, which I really like. So you can, if they have like Dingirsu or like stuff that cannot be destroyed, you can just shuffle it back, which I like. I play 2 Colossalus. I like it because it has an effect on field. I never really use it that much, but it comes in handy sometimes where you can target an extra deck monster in the field, and then you can make it attack 0 and it gets its effects. As well as when you have it in your hand, you can discard it and any ritual spell or trap, which I really like. So I was cutting a few things out, but I only play 1 Trishula and 1 Valkyris. The reason why I only play 1 Trishula is because I don't want to see multiples in my hand. If I draw the 1, then that's fine because I'll keep it for later turns. But other than that, I think that just drawing 2 can clog up your hand, and I was just seeing too much of them. The one like it has a good effect where you can banish 1 from hand, field, and grave, but sometimes decks will empty out their hand and you can't really do much after that. So his effect so I just mainly use his effect to discard itself and make it Unicorn untargetable. And with Valkyris, I do not want to see multiples either. So what I ended up doing, just cutting 1 Valkyris, and then use his effect sometimes to ritual summon him, and just make sure that I have incantations that I can use effect to destroy those, and then draw 2 cards or just 1 depending on how many incantations I have in my field. But his effect to banish a Nekroz card from the grave and discard itself to end the battlefield is pretty good. But I don't want to see too many that will clog up my hand, so I play 2 Chalice Slime. The reason why I play 2 is because seeing 2 in my hand, realizing that I can't use either effect because they're all hard ones per turn. So what I ended up doing is just cutting them out so that I can see them enough and make sure I can use their effects efficiently. Also make sure I have a backup in the deck just for the grand game. So his effect is I can discard a card from my hand or itself, and then I can special summon an incantation from my deck, which I really like because you can get any search. But you have to ritual summon that turn if not you're going to be taking some damage. I do play the Brandon's Ruler and the Ben 10 package, so 1 Ben 10. For the incantation package, I play 2 Talismandra, 1 Bookstone, 1 Candle, and 1 Pencil Plume. I actually like this ratio. Either you see them or you don't, but sometimes they're searchable with Chalice Slime. Pencil Plume can add back a ritual monster to my hand. Candle can add back, can search a ritual spell Bookstone can add back a ritual spell, and Talismandra searches a ritual monster. So I think that these, like, just summoning Talismandra from the deck just helps out your hand so well. And this deck can play through Ash. So, and like, you have so many ways to kill Ash. So I think that this deck is just perfectly fine. I like this ratio. I don't want to see too many of them in my hand and not see the pieces I need to summon them, because other than that, then they're gonna be dead cards in my hand. I play my only hand trap. I play 2 Nibiru. The reason why I play 2 is because I don't want to clog my hand that much as well. So with Nibiru, there's a lot of combo heavy decks right now. This card, when auto wins you the game against Salamangreats, and then you kill him the next turn, as well as it's like a 3,000 meter. So a problem with Nekroz is having a hard time getting over really big monsters. So just Nibiru just gets to tribute them off. So I just like the interaction, and it's like a really good card. So I play 2 Denko Seka in the main. Outlich is in the format, and I think this card just helps out a lot. Just because if you set this on the field, they can't really do anything else. Like, they're gonna have to waste the judgment, and then since you're running Evenlies and other ways to kill their board, like, that's just even harder for them. So apparently, like, they can't send their spells and traps to the grave, and then now they don't get the effects. They can't summon Golden Lord, so you're gonna probably kill them that turn. If you normal this first, you're gonna have to waste your judgments, which I know some decks aren't even on. But I just like this because you don't need your normal summon in this deck. I do play the 2 Manju. It's just to like play around the Ash. Either you Ash this, or you Ash Incantations, or you Ash a Nekroz monster when I discard it. So if you don't have Ash, then I can just like really go off. But Manju is just there so I can keep on my combo extending. Also, I don't play 3 because I don't want to see too many. My big problem here is because I don't want to see too many, since I am playing a go second build. I don't want to see my go first options that much. But I play the 1 Vanity's Ruler to search out Benten, so your opponent cannot special summon monsters. I think that's the best normal summon of the deck. 1 Shirt. I was thinking about cutting this out entirely, but I just play the 1 just so I don't see that much in my hand, but as well as it's searchable, and then it qualifies for the full tribute, so I can just summon Trishula out a lot faster. Also, it gets me a search as well when I use it. But that's it for the monsters. I am playing 3 Preparation of Rites. This card is not harmless per turn, and I just love this card so much because it gets you a search, and then it gets you a ritual spell from your graveyard back to your hand. So you're always gonna find this recursive. Also, if they ash this, then you just get to activate another one. So I just love that interaction. For the go second options, I play 3 Super Poly. I just like Super Poly a lot because this card gets around so many things. Also, when you summon a bunch of your Super Poly targets, you just get to use those as a way to beat down your opponent too. Sure, Unicorn negates their effects, but you don't need their effects if you're gonna beat them over that turn. Which I like this deck because it can OTK as well. Also, with this card, if you have a Nekroz spell in your hand, you could pitch the Nekroz spell, like get rid of your opponent's board, have Preparation and Rites, you get a search, and then add back the spell, so you didn't lose anything, and you just got rid of your opponent's board as well. So I just like that interaction. For draw power, I do play 2 Extravagance. I never want to Extravagance into Extravagance, just playing 2. I just like that, as well as with you can substitute this for Celestial Observatory. However, I do not have that card at the moment, but I just like that card because it shuffles 1 level 6 from your hand or field, puts it to the bottom of the deck, and then you just draw 2 cards. But I just like Extravagance better because it just gets you free searches. Either they negate this or not, They negate it, you waste it on the gate. If they don't, you just found a way to get your combo pieces together. So I just like that. Just because for the Emancipator, I do play 2 Dark Ruler no more. You need Dark Ruler in this format, I think in the main, because you're gonna see a lot of Eldritch and Salamangreat and a bunch of Dragon Link and a bunch of Emancipator. So I think this Dragon Link and Emancipator, the ones that put out the most negates going first. You need Dark Ruler no more just to balance things out. Also, you get to shuffle the resources back, but you're probably gonna be controlling the board after that. As well as for the Eldritch, I play 2 Cosmic Cyclone. I cannot stress this enough. Cosmic Cyclone is like one of the best cards in this format because it banishes the card. Also, if you after you Cyclone first and you hit the Judgment and you summon Denko Sekka, now they don't know what to do because they can't set or activate their trap cards. So I just like this card a lot. Also, you don't really care about your life points because you're trying to control the game as well as just kill your opponent slowly. But for the Nekroz spells, I do play 2 Kaleidoscope. I play 2 Cycle and the 1 Mirror. I actually like Kaleidoscope a lot because you get to send all the cards that you might want to use in the graveyard, their effects like a Tis and Herald. That way you get to search. I do not like people playing 1 because the second one comes up very often, as well as with Cycle you get to like recycle all your cards back, as well as if you can pitch Unicorn and get back like a Nekroz card to your hand, and you can just summon them out from the graveyard, which I really like. I do not like drawing mirror. I like searching it. I don't like drawing mirrors because like you need to banish them from your grave, and then sometimes you might need those resources later on in the duel. But their graveyard effect to search themselves, I just like that. I think this is the perfect ratio. Best card of the main deck is gonna be 3 evenly matched. You need this against any deck that has a full board. I think this is a really big staple in this format, as well as just you don't need your battle phase to kill your opponent's board. With all the Dark Rulers and Super Polys, all you gotta do is just make sure that you don't lose board control. For the extra deck, I do play 3 Herald of the Arclight. This is a staple because you don't want to banish them all from Extravagance. But I just like this deck because this card is like a negate if you can somehow bring it up, which I don't have a way, but some Nekroz decks might. As well as you can send it and you get a free search for a spell or a monster, so I just like that. The 1 Trishula just for the level. The 1 Brown Egg as well for the level. For the fusions, I play 2 Atis. I'm thinking about bumping this up to 3. I like this card a lot because you send it with Kaleidoscope, and if they have like a skills ring or something on the field, or something that's like really getting in your way, you can use Atis effect and then pop a card in the field. Sure, I like. For the Super Poly targets, I am playing 1 Mud Dragon, 1 Predaplant, Tricastranium, 1 Dracostopelia, 1 Starring Venom, 1 Violet Chimera. Just for the level, but 1 5-headed dragon. It kind of counts as a super powered target in my opinion, but it's up to you guys if you want to play him. I just need a level 12. Well, for Mud Dragon, it's just for a lot of road decks. I just like it. It's a level 4 too, so if you run out of level 4 targets, you can send Mud Dragon for Kaleidoscope. People run a lot of dark monsters, so I just played him. That way, if you can't get out Starring Venom, but they have like an extra monster that it's really hard to deal with, then I think that this is just like your better option. Also has like a really crazy effect on field, where if your opponent special summons a monster with a Predaplant counter, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. So if they destroy this and then like you summon Dracostopelia, It might not ever come up, but it's just like a niche, like a really tricky way. Drago's Pele just for the invoke matchup. Starting Venom, just like very in general. I like it just because it sends away 2 darks. Everyone's playing dark in this format. Violet Chimera, just for the Salamander matchup. And the 5-headed dragon just for a level, but sometimes it does come up against like a really weird duck out there. The only 2 links I play are Nekroz, the Secret Flame, and Nightmare Phoenix. Phoenix just to pop a back row, but it's his. The Sacred Flame is just really good just to get over really big monsters. Also, depending on how many ritual monsters you use for a Slink Summon, and you get this crazy amount of effects. Like it gains a tag, it can be unaffected by card effects. I just like it as like a really big boss monster. As well as Nightmare Phoenix, this is really good. Some cards that you can't play in this deck that I would side. One Decisive Armor. I just like this overall because it has a really hard time. You're never gonna summon it, but Decisive Armor has a really cool effect where you can make it a Nekroz card, getting 1000 attack. You can play Lava Golem. I like Lava Golem a lot because some cards are really hard to deal with. I would play Gambit Seal as well, but I think that Lava Golem is just fine, just if you want to like burn them for time, as well as get rid of their board. And the last card I would play in here are Cerberus, the H-N Ascended. I like this card because it is searchable from Preparation of Rites. Also, I just like it because you can discard it and make sure that your Brandon's Ruler doesn't get impermanence, or like they can like hit your incantations. But guys, that's gonna be the rest of the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more daily videos. I will be trying to upload more videos right now, but I just like this overall build. Leave us some suggestions in the comments below, and share it on with your friends, and just make sure you're having fun. Alright, see you guys.